Okay, class, now we're going to look at discontinuing products, or discontinuing a department, or discontinuing a store. Okay? A lot of times businesses have to determine if they're being profitable in certain areas and what to do. It's not as simple as it sounds. You know, the area may look on our books as it's not making any money, but it's possible if we were to eliminate it that we would lose even more money. Okay? So let's take a look at some information here. First of all, important things to look at when we're discontinuing is you look at the contribution margin, CM contribution margin, and the avoidable fixed costs. Unavoidable fixed costs are irrelevant. This is what causes a lot of the problems in making decisions. We're looking at unavoidable fixed costs. And so then we eliminate a product or a department or a store, and those unavoidable fixed costs are still there. All right? So our contribution margin, just a reminder, the contribution margin is our sales price minus our variable costs like materials, labor, and overhead. Okay, the variable portion of those. Okay, so here's our example. Let's say we have a product right now. Let's say we own a furniture store, and let's say we sell mattresses in this furniture store. Okay, but let's say we're not sure that we're selling enough mattresses. It looks like we're losing money when it comes to the sale of mattresses. Okay, let's say right now the contribution margin, we take our sales minus our variable costs associated with the mattresses, our contribution margin is $75,000. Let's say that our total fixed manufacturing overhead is $150,000, and our total fixed operating costs that we have allocated at least to it right now is $100,000. Okay, so yeah, if this is the case, this is $250,000 and of additional cost, and our contribution margin right now is only $75,000. That means we have a $175,000 loss. At least that's what it looks like. Okay, but we need to look at just the avoidable fixed costs. Okay, so in our situation, then, let's say that 20,000 of these are avoidable. And of this, that's the fixed manufacturing overhead. The fixed operating costs, let's say that only 15,000 is avoidable. So what I'm saying is, if we were to get rid of this mattress line, then our fixed cost would only drop 130,000. We would only avoid 20,000. And if we were to get rid of this mattresses, the 100,000, we would still have 85,000. We'd only be able to avoid 15,000. So in reality, these are the important costs. These are the avoidable fixed costs. So this isn't what we should be looking at, this negative 175,000. What we should be looking at is this right here. If we were to get rid of this product line, what's going to happen is, let's see, we would be losing this profit here. So 75, 25, 35, we would be losing actually 40,000. Our product line is getting us $40,000 right now because it's able to cover these avoidable fixed costs. Here's our contribution margin, here are avoidable fixed costs. So this is the important number right here. So we would not get rid of our product line. We would keep the mattresses, okay? Because these other costs are unavoidable. They're going to be there no matter what. These are our avoidable costs, and so these are the ones that we take into consideration when we're analyzing whether to drop the product line or not. Okay, now, there are a couple of other things that I want to mention here, okay? It looks like we should keep the product line, but there still might be situations where we want to get rid of the product line. Maybe if we were to get rid of this product line, maybe these sales would go somewhere else. Maybe there's different types of bedding type stuff that we might sell, okay? But we might not lose those sales, possibly, all right? Another thing is, if we discontinued, it would free up capacity, meaning it would free up some space in our store, because the bedding area probably takes up a good part of the store. Can we use that for something else that would make us even more money? Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look like we should get rid of it, but if we can use that for some better purpose and make more money, then maybe we would want to do it. Okay, but we'd have to have that information in any sort of problem where we're analyzing this. Okay, all right. So we're looking at discontinuing a product, but you can do this with, in my case it was a department, the mattresses, well, it was actually a product. You can have departments, or you can even do this with the whole store. All right. But once again, you need to make sure that you're looking at the contribution margin and the avoidable fixed costs. All right. Thanks.